exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah. Can I hit that?
It's the newest stadium on the NFL landscape, and it might just be the grandest as you get a look at SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Good job.
Well, they didn't do a lot there to fool anyone. They just came right out and ran the football, but with great success, and that's the way you want to get things started. A nice quick opener for a big gain.
On first down, it's Herbert. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
10 at the 20-yard line.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Eckler, the ball
On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell. 4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Frank Clark in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Badgley able to punch this one through. Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a first down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win. To throw is Fitzpatrick. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll run it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
First down, Broncos.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Chargers' 35-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Fitzpatrick. That's going to be caught by Jeudy. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 25-yard line.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Jerry Tillery able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
3rd and long, Fitzpatrick following the sack. What can he and the gang come up with? And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
On the return, the Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
No good. Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports.
16. Broncos nothing.
They'll try and run for it. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, offensive lineman.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Last week in the wild card win, he had 7 catches. That's his first one here. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Fitzpatrick now. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Another big gainer, 2 in succession, as this one goes for 32.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
Going for it all. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Fitzpatrick. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll run with Lindsey, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Throwing Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going patience level isn't quite there, he's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
On is the punter long here as he sends this one away. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Jeremiah Tauchu.
Taken down.
Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Brought down back at the 29-yard line.
To throw, Fitzpatrick. They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Rolling to his right. He's got a man. It's something that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That's caught left side by Judy. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. They'll throw again. Fitzpatrick. Got a man. It's Judy, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jerry Judy, 38 yards. And the Broncos get a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down.
He's by himself. Keenan Allen. Touchdown, Allen. Keenan Allen, as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him, when he's driving home, to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on 1st down. Here's Fitzpatrick. And now here is another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Flushed out right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And this carries into the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
A 28-yard
A really good pickup of 28 yards. Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. He'll buy some time right. Airing it out for Hamilton. And my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deeper. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 45 yards.
At the 35-yard line.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Play action. It's Herbert. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And some room to roam now. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 3.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And this Chargers offense continues to pour it on.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to pull your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Eluding the pressure right. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Fitzpatrick throwing complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 20-yard line.
Fitzpatrick again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They end up getting stopped twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. To the air again, Fitzpatrick. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Touchdown.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Chargers 47, Broncos 8.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Ochena Nwosu. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Michael Davis. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. He's going to let this go. Back in the end zone. And it's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
On 2nd down now. Hilliard takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
32-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Taylor's going to keep it himself. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a 1st down. On the run, this is Hilliard. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 11-yard line.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Taylor on the
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On third down, Taylor. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now they've got on fourth down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Broncos will take over on downs. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Denver.
From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Now a carry here for Hilliard. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. They'll run again with Hilliard. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Taylor's going to keep this. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Tyrod Taylor keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Fights off the defender. And he will not make it to the goal line. It says try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Broncos take over first and 10. At their own
the Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a first and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there in this passing game.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Jerry Tillery, what an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Third and long, Fitzpatrick following the sack. What can he and the gang come up with? He's got room to run past the 20. He completes this to 7. And all the way up to the 31-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. Flushed out right. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
First down, Fitzpatrick. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Fitzpatrick. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. Again, it's Fitzpatrick. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun, Fitzpatrick. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Tim Patrick that time, but now it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
52-yard attempt.
They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. They'll run on 1st down. Hilliard. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
40-yard line.
Taylor going to throw it. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's incomplete. So now only 7 seconds remain.
Deep ball. Coverage there by Earl Thomas.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll run. It's Hilliard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Today's
The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major League kudos to them, because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them. It had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense with a chance to win.
Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, one game short of a conference championship. They'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.